can't tell me that, man. I gotta know. Well, you know, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, I gotta watch. I gotta watch.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52. The one
gotta play you gotta play a third. What now?
Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And some room to work. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings, nothing. Carlos Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Slot man moves right. On first down, Perry. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On third down, Perry. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And that one just well upfield across the 45. That gain on third down, good for 28.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The Vikings had a disappointing 0-4 for the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Perry. And Cook has it left side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There you go, partner. That's some old school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there. And a nice game.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And a short gain here down to the 22. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 3rd and 2, Perry. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And the slot man goes in motion left. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt.
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. E.J. Perry keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down and goal. Fields. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney from 3 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bears 21, Vikings 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Nwangu on the return. The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second and 4. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. Perry. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest when the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Perry over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the slot man goes in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. In motion goes the tight end. Off the play fake. Perry. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to throw again. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. On gain of a yard,
of the gun now on third down. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
On first down, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Vikings 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
To throw on second down, Perry. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Eddie Jackson picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's able to get out to the 32, right down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Off-play action. Perry. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Perry. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
14.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perry. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DJ Chark, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13.
Khalil Herbert on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here.
Really?
Put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Going up top. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. That's complete right side to Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, 32 yards. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Off the play fake. Perry. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game. So every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Off-play action. Perry. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings get a bit closer. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Bears take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They snap it to Fields. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Chase Claypool, 66 yards. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And the tight end goes in motion left. On first down, Perry. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Perry. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. DJ Chark, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.